If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. Oh my God! This isn't just a trade, this is a heist. The Golden State Warriors may have just pulled off one of the most shocking moves in NBA history. A $231 million superstar now reportedly on his way to the Bay Area. And if that wasn't wild enough, we've got confirmation that Kai Sotto has officially signed for 3 years. That's right. It's happening. The new era of Golden State basketball has officially begun, and nobody saw this coming. Let's break it down from the top, because the details are outrageous. According to multiple sources circling the league this week, the Warriors and an Eastern Conference team engaged in stealth negotiations over the past month. What looked like quiet off-season evaluations suddenly erupted into full-on trade talks. The name at the center of it all? A superstar with a $231 million contract, a player who was once deemed untouchable by his own franchise. A player who's made All-NBA, who's dominated in clutch time, and who reportedly had the Warriors on his personal short list of preferred destinations if things went sideways. And things have gone sideways. Now, while the Warriors haven't confirmed the full trade package publicly, we're hearing the bones of the deal are built around Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, multiple first-round picks, and a large salary filler, possibly Wiggins or even CP3 depending on the final cap mechanics. But the biggest bombshell? It's who they're getting in return. A top 15 player in the NBA. A do-it-all wing with elite shot creation and defensive versatility. A guy many thought would be the face of his franchise for the next decade. And just like that, the Warriors may have stolen him. Fans across the league are stunned. Rival GMs are reportedly furious that they weren't given a chance to match the offer. And internally, Golden State believes they've just reloaded in a way that could extend their title window by several more years. But there's more. Much more. Because at the same time this mega trade was brewing, the Warriors finalized a deal that's been quietly in the works since last season. Kai Sotto has signed a 3-year contract with the Golden State Warriors. This is not a rumor. This is real. The Filipino phenom, the towering 7'3" big man with an international fan base, has officially landed in the NBA, and he's doing it with one of the most iconic franchises in basketball history. Let that sink in. A $231 M superstar and a 7'3" center with insane upside all in the same offseason? This changes everything. Now let's talk fit. On paper, this deal makes Golden State terrifying again. The superstar acquisition gives them a shot creator who can take the offensive pressure off Steph Curry, allowing Steph to play more off the ball where he's historically at his deadliest. You combine that with Draymond Green's playmaking, the shooting gravity of Klay Thompson, if he stays, and now a new interior presence in Kai Sotto, and suddenly, this roster looks deeper, more versatile, and far more dangerous than it did just a few months ago. Sotto, in particular, is a fascinating piece of this puzzle. For those who haven't followed his journey, Kai has been on the radar of NBA scouts for years. He's mobile, has a soft touch around the rim, and even flashes signs of a jump shot that could stretch the floor. But it's not just his size, it's his timing, his vision, and his fearlessness that make him such a rare prospect. And now he'll be learning under some of the most experienced, championship-tested veterans in the league. Insiders say the Warriors were impressed with Kai's poise during team workouts and believe he has the tools to become a contributor sooner than expected. He won't just be a bench mascot, he's coming in ready to compete for minutes, to defend the paint, to set hard screens, and yes, to electrify Chase Center with putbacks, blocks, and the kind of raw emotion this fanbase loves. This also sends a message to the rest of the NBA: Golden State isn't rebuilding. They're reloading. They're taking bold swings. And just when the rest of the league thought the dynasty was fading into the background, the Warriors are kicking down the front door of contention again. Let's not forget the context here. After a season filled with inconsistencies, injuries, chemistry questions, and a second-round exit, many believe the Warriors might blow it up. Trade Klay. Trade Draymond. Let Steph ride it out. But instead, the front office has doubled down. They've gone all in. And they've done it with one of the most daring offseason moves we've seen since Kevin Durant joined the team back in 2016. Speaking of KD, the comparisons are already swirling. Is this the second coming of the super team era in Golden State? It might not be quite the same, but the parallels are real. Once again, they've managed to lure a top-tier star to play alongside Curry. Once again, they've shocked the league when most thought they were done. Once again, the Warriors are the story. Now, of course, this kind of blockbuster doesn't come without sacrifice. Jonathan Kuminga, a fan favorite with incredible upside, is reportedly part of the deal. And that hurts. Kuminga showed real flashes this past season. His athleticism, scoring bursts, and defensive energy made him a core piece of the Warriors' future. But when you get the chance to bring in a proven superstar in their prime, you make the trade. That's the business. And that's the cost of chasing banners. Let's also talk about the cap situation. This move won't be cheap. The new CBA is strict, and the luxury tax is about to bite harder than ever before. But Joe Lacob and the ownership group have shown time and time again they're willing to spend for a contender. And if this move gets them another ring, it'll be worth every dollar. Back to Kai Sotto for a moment. His signing is not just basketball, it's cultural. His arrival opens up new global markets for the Warriors. The Philippines has one of the most passionate basketball fanbases on earth, and they now have a true homegrown hero on one of the NBA's biggest stages. Expect merch sales, social media engagement, and Chase Center attendance to all skyrocket. The Warriors aren't just building for the court, they're building for the brand. And we have to give credit where it's due. Mike Dunleavy Jr., in his first full off-season as GM, has come out swinging. This is a bold vision. This is a risky vision. But it's a vision that signals one thing loud and clear: the Warriors are not done. And while there's still time for things to finalize, signatures to dry, and league approval to be sorted, the buzz is overwhelming. Every major outlet is talking about it. Players are reacting. NBA Twitter is in full meltdown mode. And fans? Fans are already dreaming about that first night in Chase Center, Steph on one wing, the new superstar on the other, and Kai Sotto rising for an alley-oop dunk in his NBA debut. That's the stuff legends are made of. So what's next? If this deal goes through, and signs point to it being all but complete, the Warriors will enter next season not just as playoff hopefuls, but as legit title contenders once again. The chemistry will take time. The roles will have to adjust. But don't underestimate the power of experience, leadership, and a front office willing to take bold swings. And if you're excited about this move, smash that like button right now. Subscribe for more Warriors updates, trade alerts, and deep breakdowns of what's really happening behind the scenes. Drop a comment below. Who do you think the $231 million superstar is? And how high is your confidence in Kai Sotto's impact?